Hey everyone, this is Borvak bringing you another Ramble review. This time the Adamantium agenda, number one, which is a part of the Hunt for Wolverine thing that's going on. It's almost too big to be an event, but I don't know. I'm of three or four minds on this. But we got a nice cover. We got Tony Stark, yes. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, without the stupid glowing symbol. He looks like a classic Spider-Man. We got Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Again, Adamantium Agenda. It's really cool art, really cool cover. Classic characters. We've got um, Wolverine's skull kind of as a part of an explosion. It looks really cool. So we'll jump right in and see what we think about it. There's a lot of stuff going on here that has me conflicted. And we've got an advertisement for Tony Stark Iron Man #1. I am Iron Man. Yeah, you're darn straight. He's Iron Man. And well, this one's going to be written by. Does it say here? It said here before. Oh, Dan Slott. And yeah. Okay, so we'll jump right into the story. We've got this lady here in a hazmat suit, and this is a nice one-page, full-page spread here. We've got Wolverine, Spider-Man, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage in the reflection, really nice looking. And she's saying, Avengers, oh thank symbols. Like, what are you thanking that you have to send her out? It's like, are you not allowed to thank God anymore? Is that considered inappropriate? I don't know. That's weird. But she's apparently glad to see the Avengers. She's thanking something that we're not allowed to know what it is because apparently it's inappropriate. But I'm sorry. This comic has some good aspects, but it's got me a little bit in a bad mood too. So I'll be a little spicy. Hopefully you guys don't mind. There's not going to be any bad language or anything. But so basically, what she's so grateful to see the Avengers for is because there's this bomb set up in this building, and it's apparently set to have like a 500-mile blast radius. If the timer goes all the way down, is that what it is? 500 radius of just a radius of a mile. Yeah. But if someone actually sets it off, someone actually stands there and sets it off, the blast radius will only be 200 feet. So basically, this is a trap. Jessica Jones says it's a hero trap. It's a trap for anyone with a conscience, a trap for anyone who's willing to sacrifice his life to save hundreds of other people. Thousands of other people? I don't know. I'm not good with estimates. How many people live in a square mile? Probably thousands, right? Uh, but so yeah, someone has to stand here and touch it. Spider-Man is. Oh no. There's a nice little morbid appropriate joke here, situational appropriate joke where they're saying, "Hey, well, if a body has to touch it, does it have to be a living body?" And Spider-Man's like, "Of course. Where are we gonna find a body in 4 minutes?" And Jessica Jones was like, "I can find a body in 4 minutes." This isn't a. It's silly, but it's appropriate. Gallows humor for the situation. And they do this silly thing where Spider-Man actually mans up and he does the superhero thing and he says, "Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go do it." And Wolverine's like, "That spider that bit you, it didn't make you invulnerable." And Spider-Man's like, "Hey, how do you guys know my origin?" And he's like, "Hey, I mean, who hasn't heard your origin?" And like the hazmat lady raises her hand. Oh, okay. This is okay. We've got some morbid humor here, which is actually not just humor. It's actually they're trying to figure out the situation because having a dead body touch it could potentially actually save their lives. They find out that wouldn't work, but making a joke about who doesn't know, I'll raise my hand. I don't know Superman's origin. And how does Spider-Man think that his friends don't know his origin story? He was in the Avengers. I know that there's this whole weird thing with making a deal with what's his face and all that. Mephisto or whatever nonsense. But really, these guys should know his identity. I don't care about that. And this is just a stupid joke. It kind of ruins the thing, ruins the mood, the sense of danger. But Wolverine, he mans up. He's like, hey, I've got an adamantium skull. You might have radioactive blood, but I have adamantium skull. And Spider-Man's like, I don't have radioactive blood. That's just a silly theme song from the 60s. That's a joke I made up. That's not in this book. He's going to man up and he's going to do it. He says, I haven't been killed yet. All the stuff I've been through, so we'll see. Maybe I'll make it out alive. So these guys get out, and Spider-Man is like, hey, Wolverine, if I'll put the pieces together. If there's lots of pieces of you that come out of this, I'll find them and I'll put them together, even if they're gross. Which is kind of fun. So Wolverine gets in there, he flicks the switch, and he's surprised by something. He says, you better explain yourself. But then there's a big one-page spread explosion. Our heroes are escaping. Spider-Man actually has... Does he have? He probably has this lady web to him. He's carrying that hazmat suit. That's good. But you see basically Wolverine just disintegrate. We have Iron Man basically comes in and I guess he's been away for a while. He was dead for a while too or something. Part of this whole thing where Marvel's taking away all our favorite characters and now they're giving them back to us like it's a present. You don't go into somebody's house and steal their stuff and then give it all back to them one thing at a time and tease them slowly and be like, oh, well, maybe I'll give this to you in 2 weeks. Oh, but I'll give it a piece of it to you now. And oh, you should be excited. I'm giving this thing back that I stole from you. No, you took away our favorite characters and now you're playing all catty like, hey, look at this cool long story that we're going to draw this out, giving you back what we shouldn't have taken away in the first place. Not Tony Stark, not Wolverine, definitely not both of them at the same time. Not Bruce Banner. That's just my opinion. I think this is all a little silly. But we're going to skip some pages here. But basically, can we skip? Is this too far ahead? They break into a ship. Yeah. So Tony Stark has a heads up on... Apparently, basically Wolverine was disintegrated. So Spider-Man and Tony Stark apparently both decided, apparently with some superheroes like Wolverine, they think that maybe if they get all his pieces together, he'll come back to life or something. Or, at least take care of his remains. But they found no remains, so they're trying to find it. They find something on the black market where they are... I'll go one page here. They find something on the black market where someone's selling the superhero, the DNA of a super-powered individual, and they think, hey, maybe it's Wolverine. They're doing the thing on a submarine. Oh my God, is that the next page? There we go. So the black market deal is going to go down on a submarine. They don't know whose DNA is being sold. They got Spider-Man in his suit. I mean, really, why is he hiding his identity from these guys? Again, they should know. He's putting on another mask anyway to get on the boat for the thing. But they're going to find out whose DNA is for sale. But they start doing stupid stuff. They start picking fights. Luke Cage starts walking towards him. The guy says no. And instead of saying, oh, okay, Jessica Jones threatens him. There's a standoff. Luke Cage punches this guy down. I mean, this is stupid. You're in a pressurized... You're underwater. You're with a bunch of criminals. You're trying to fit in. You're trying not to look like heroes. You're trying not to look like superpowered heroes, definitely. And here you are beating people up for no reason. And then Jessica Jones makes a stupid joke about they're like only one of you can go in to the auction, only one representative from your group, and they're like, okay, well, we got to decide who that's going to be. Then give us a minute. And he's like, no, the auction starts now, guys. And Jessica Jones is like, yeah, because the true crime at a shady black market is not being punctual. What? This is stupid. You don't talk like this when you're among criminals. You don't talk like a sarcastic, surly superhero. Yeah, being in a group full of supervillains or villainous people, at least, who are selling somebody's DNA remains among, illegal weapons and other things. Yes, they make the rules. Yes, being late is not allowed. It's... just this stupid moralizing. I had something previously. Can I find it? Something else just really stupid. Talking about like how hate groups are like, this is submarine is where you would go to sell things if you were, you know, a terrorist organization or a hate group. And then, you know, Jessica Jones says, well, I'm glad hate groups have a safe space. That's just a bunch of political words that don't mean anything, that sounds like it means something. That's stupid. A hate group, it's such a radioactive word. I don't want to get into that too much. So anyway, they act like idiots. They should have blown their cover. They should have all got shot here, like idiots. But then we find out finally the DNA is for Danielle Cage, who's apparently, is that what they say? They say entire DNA sequence of Danielle Cage. So I don't know if Danielle Cage is dead or if they just have her DNA copied, but Luke Cage doesn't like that. I guess they took their masks off. I don't know. They're just idiots. He doesn't like that. Jessica Jones doesn't like that. And next is angry powered parents on a submarine. So it sounds like an episode of a sitcom. The art on this show is really good. It's got classic characters. I want to like it, but there's just too much cringe. I know I'm usually like the mild comic book review guy. This just has me ticked off. And then you come back here, and they're advertising. They are milking this thing like a cow that's about to die, and they just want to get as much milk from it as they can. Just bring back Wolverine. He's the character everyone likes. You should apologize. You should bring him back as quickly as you can. Not this whole drawing it out and teasing it. They've got Adamantium Agenda number 2, and then they've got Claws of a Killer 1, Mystery of Madripoor 1, Weapons Lost number 2. How many different lines of books can you have to bring back a character that you stole from us for a dumb reason? You can't even just have a 4-part series. It's got to be... I'm ticked off. I'm sorry, guys. And then they got this thing with Tony Stark, where they can't even give him the Invincible Iron Man book. They've got to have Tony Stark Iron Man. Like, Tony Stark is a modifier. Like, oh, he's the Tony Stark Iron Man. I'm probably reading too much in it, but no. He's the Invincible Iron Man. Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man. Hulk is the Incredible Hulk. Oh, my goodness. And they did that, too. Where's the... can I find that? Where they talk about... Hey, guess what? They're bringing back Bruce Banner, too. Where's my page? Sorry, guys. Yeah, they're bringing back Bruce Banner as a zombie, apparently. Yeah, that other character you like. So they're bringing back Wolverine, except they're taking forever to do it and trying to tease you with it. They're bringing back Tony Stark, but they won't even give him the Invincible Iron Man book. I don't know if there's going to be an Invincible... Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Maybe basically Tony Stark... If someone else has the Invincible Iron Man book, and it's not Tony Stark, and he just gets the Tony Stark Iron Man book, I'm going to be mad. And then they're bringing back the Hulk that everyone likes, but they're bringing him back as a zombie, apparently. What living nightmares Ryan stole for the Hulk? And they're not even calling it the Incredible Hulk. It's going to be the Immortal Hulk. Just bring back the characters. Bring back the stuff that everyone liked. This is stupid. This is silly. So I feel like I got catfished by this book. It's got the classic characters I like. It's got fantastic art. Fantastic art. And the writing is even decent, except for when it's using silly political buzzwords for no reason and ruining the drama, the suspense with stupid MCU. Raise your hand if you don't know Spider-Man's secret identity. I can't necessarily blame that on the writer. I've never heard of Tom Taylor. I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's a good guy. But whatever powers are coming together to just insult us and be too silly at the same time. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Maybe you like it better than I did. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. Let me know. I can be wrong about this stuff. I can be right and disagree with you, and we can both be right. We can have different opinions on things. But a parental advisory? I didn't see a lot of graphic violence anyway. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thought. I can't give this a hearty recommend. I want to give it a hearty recommend, but I can't. I'm not even sure if I'm going to pick up the issues following this. I'm tired, guys. Give us the characters we like back. Give us classic stories. None of this teasing and silliness and dancing back and forth. None of this. I'm just insulted. I'm sorry. But maybe again, maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Let me know what you think. This is the Marvel book that I've covered so far that I've liked the least, and I've been very discriminating. I'm trying not to cover bad books. I'm spending my own money here buying books. I want to like them, so I don't know. I can't recommend it. It's not horrible. It offends me a little bit, but it's still a little bit of an enjoyable read. So take from that what you will. I won't give it a solid yay or nay. But with that being said, um, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comments section. Talk about anything. Tell me what I'm wrong about. Tell me what I'm right about. Tell me what you think about this book. I'm going to leave some links to, I think, some other videos that you guys might like if you're looking for something else to watch. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.